Hey, how's it going, guys? So I made a video a couple days ago on NAM forks, and I forgot to mention a few, and people mentioned some in the comments that I wanted to go over. So this is a part 2 to that one. And before I get into that, I just want to mention big thanks to Steve Atkinson for creating NAM and making it open source. And also a big thanks to the developer of these forks, because they're super cool and free, and expanding the NAM ecosystem and contributing to the community. So great job to all the developers who are making different flavors, and yeah, it's just really cool. This is really exciting stuff. So first thing I want to mention is Genome. I criticized the browser interface on this, but that's actually not the problem. It's now that I've dug into it a bit more, it's the browser is pretty good actually, but this is kind of the critical flaw here, is that when I tried to load my own IRs, it said invalid IR file. So I think there's something to do with the length of it. But it loads the Dyn IR cab stuff fine, but it doesn't load your own IRs. So that's a problem for me. But the actual interface is great, though. It's just really well designed, really smooth. It does take a little bit of time to load, though. That's another kind of problem or criticism I have, I guess. But Two Notes does really quality stuff. So yeah, next one on the list is Polymorph. This is a really cool interface. Check out these graphics. However, one major flaw with this, or problem I had, is that when you try to load your own NAM captures, so you go here, it tries to load it as a Windows file for some reason, which is kind of strange, and you can't just drag and drop or anything like that. But so yeah, it's got some problems that they need to sort out, some kinks they need to unkink there, but it has a pitch shifter built in. This actually works pretty decently. It has a gate and has a lot of effects. This app has a lot of potential if they can just iron out the problems, I guess. But the interface is killer. It looks really metal and awesome. It looks fun to use. Next up on the list is DustyTube 2. This kind of reminds me of PWC-2 Skin. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, this is very similar and has a lot of features up here actually. Of course, for delay, reverb, trem, 2 IR loaders as boosts. So it's pretty good. It has everything you need, and it's A2 compatible, can do the slim stuff. So this one's well made and is pretty low CPU. No complaints. Next up is NAM Studio. This one's alright, but one of the major problems I have is, I mentioned this in the previous video, that adding files to this particular plugin, it's kind of annoying. It doesn't just aggregate them all, and yeah, it's kind of weird the way it works. But yeah, this is a decent looking app, and yeah, there's not much else like what you said. It has a gate, tuner. Tuner looks cool. That's a good interface. Next up, we have Namplifier. Pretty much what you see is what you get. Has a gate. Has Tone 3000 integration. But that's basically it. It's pretty straightforward. And I kind of made a mistake on my last video. I said that NAM or Amp Locker by Audio Assault doesn't support A2, and I was waiting for it, but they actually released an update a month ago, so you just have to get the update. This isn't free though; it's $5, but yeah, in my opinion, it's totally worth it. It's $5. You know, I mean, you can't go wrong. And I noticed that Audio Assault, a lot of things are $5, so it's a great company. I really like their kind of minimalistic approach to things and making things affordable. But yeah, you can load your own boost pedals and fuzz pedals and stuff, whatever you want. Effects, has a cab section, post effects, has a lot of cool features built into this. But to me, the main reason why I like it is because of the way you can add a folder, and it just aggregates everything all in right away, and you can see the entire folder. So yeah, Amp Locker is always going to be a staple for me, even though that the interface isn't that appealing. It doesn't really inspire you necessarily. But when you're going through large packs, when you have, say, 50 to 100 NAM captures that you're going through, this is one I'm going to be using for sure. It's just great in terms of like speed, just setting it up and going. Here, it's hard to beat this one. So yeah, dudes, thanks again to all the developers. Really appreciate your hard work and keep up the good work. So that's it. Have a good one. Cheers.